CBS's broadcast of the 17th Olympic Winter Games is sponsored by Monistat 7, the #1 choice of women, the #1 recommendation of doctors, and by IBM, worldwide sponsor of the 1994 Olympic Winter Games, gold, silver, bronze, and blue.
Kilos of salmon.
Years before the 1994 Winter Games,
20,000 meters of fabric.
the people of Norway could tell you what they needed to prepare for the event. How, you ask? With IBM systems. Systems that help plan and predict everything from inventory and lodging to ticketing for millions of spectators, right down to
1.6 million hot dogs.
By preparing so early, IBM helped the Norwegians get a billion-dollar enterprise off the ground. The 1994 Olympic Winter Games. Gold, silver, bronze, and blue.
Ah, yes, the guinea pig. When a new car comes out, nobody wants to be one. This past year, a number of pioneering souls bought the new Chrysler Concorde. Did they make the right decision? Among 129 new models sold, the Concorde was in the top 10 in owner satisfaction, along with Lexus and Mercedes, proving that sometimes good things come to those who don't wait. The Chrysler Concorde, an eloquent expression of form following function.
It's a special place you long to come back to, where unforgettable memories are made. A place where being together is all that matters. Now a wife, her husband, her father, and her mother are taking the road home to be a family again. Don't miss the new series the TV Guide calls a true gem. Discover The Road Home, premiering Saturday, March 5th on CBS.
Another bride, another groom, another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee, for making whoopee.
The first padded dash, the first shoulder harness, the first to install airbags in every minivan and pickup truck they build. The first car to feature both dual airbags and an integrated child safety seat. At a time when it has become fashionable to hop on the safety bandwagon, we thought you'd like to know who built the bandwagon. In the car business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
You're the principal topic of my conversation.
The apple of my eye.
You're the principal source of my inspiration.
The principal star in my sky.
For the principal people in your life, the Principal Financial Group. Insurance, 401ks, managed health care, and more.
You're the principal reason I do what I do. The principal reason.
The Principal. For over a century, your edge on the future.
Tonight, Dave's mom from Norway.
No way.
Way. Plus, UB40 and Luke Parrot.
Tonight, potatoes and stuffing.
Joel's throwing a world-class dinner party.
I'm up to my ears in potatoes and chicken. What more do you want from me?
It's an evening of food and wine.
You haven't set the table yet?
God, I hate this!
What can one expect from the Martha Stewart of the Yukon?
48 hours of vomiting and diarrhea and body ache.
Northern Exposure returns next week on World Class Monday.
This is CBS.
Hello, I'm Gordon Peterson with Doug Hill in the Weather Center. We'll explain why we're here in a moment. We're not going on at 11:30 tonight after the Olympics, so here are some of the stories we're preparing for tonight's broadcast after the Olympics. President Clinton says the NATO ultimatum that's brought peace to Sarajevo may need to be expanded to other Bosnian cities. A new study on AIDS and pregnant women reports dramatic progress in preventing the spread of disease to babies. And we'll have an exclusive jailhouse interview with Ronald Barber. He is the man arrested last week on charges of planning to assassinate President Clinton. Now, Doug Hill is here in the Weather Center, as he always is. I'm with him, as
I'm always. I actually sleep here. Those people don't know that, but I'm always here.
Well, I drove in a few minutes ago, and the fog is really rough.
It's really rough. A dense fog advisory is in effect for areas west of the city. If you drew a line from Washington up to Baltimore, west of that line, dense fog advisory in effect till about midnight. We're looking live out across the street from our weather camera here in northwest Washington, and the fog is very dense here to about a quarter of a mile visibility. Things will improve later tonight. Once the leading edge of some cooler air comes through, we're going to see the visibilities increase and then temperatures will drop off. So actually some pretty nice weather headed our way for one day.
Yeah, but you don't see much residual ice or sleet left. I mean,
no, temperatures the past couple of days have been pretty warm, well into the 60s. So there are a few spots. The big concern with this next weather system coming in is that we could get a lot of rain. And with the ground still frozen under the first inch or so, it may not be able to soak in. You want to take a look at a satellite picture?
Sure, why not?
Even if you don't want to, we're going to look at a satellite picture. We've already decided. Take a look at this satellite picture. There you see some heavy clouds just off the coast, and there are some breaks in the overcast here and there. And you see that little arc of a line of gray clouds through Pennsylvania and Ohio? Well, that's the cold front, and that's what's going to clear us out later tonight. We'll give you a quick look at radar across the country, and there's nothing real close to us. Some pretty good showers off the outer banks of North Carolina, but the next weather system out there is causing a lot of rain and thunderstorm activity through Texas and Oklahoma, and you work north through sections of Kansas and Nebraska, and it's snow, and give you a little better version of what the storm looks like on a real surface map with all the features. And this is what we're dealing with tomorrow, a big storm winding up. It is going to have a lot of heavy snow from the central and northern plains, the western Great Lakes, a little area of ice over sections of Indiana and Ohio, and a lot of rain elsewhere approaching. And our real concern is going to be for early Wednesday morning when that precipitation arrives here, Gordon. We could see a period of sleet or freezing rain north and west of the city again. The same old story.
Here we go again. Yes.
I don't think we're going to see any snow this winter. Sure, not looking that way, but we sure get our chances of ice, and we're afraid that for a while Wednesday morning there could be some ice, and then it should warm up to plain old-fashioned rain.
Biggest snowstorm we ever had. We had in March, right?
One of the biggest ones, yeah. So, not this year, though.
Okay, we'll be back at 11:30 with Eyewitness News. And more details on the weather. Meanwhile, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. See you later. Thank you.
If you were to line up, end to end, all the luxury sports sedans that come standard with a 170 horsepower engine, power windows, power door locks, power moonroof, plus both driver's and passenger side airbags for under $20,000, you'd have one. The all-new Acura Integra Sports Sedan. Car and Driver magazine recently named the Acura Integra GSR one of the 10 best cars of the year.
Every 4 seconds, Freddie Mac makes it possible for an American family to own their dream home. The financial system we've created helps make mortgage money more accessible and affordable. In fact, by the time this commercial ends, we will have made the American dream a reality for 7 more families. Freddie Mac. We keep money flowing from Wall Street to Main Street, making our nation's housing system the best in the world.
For quick response. For smooth acceleration, turn him loose. For a cleaner engine, turn him loose. Move up to 93 octane Exxon Supreme and turn the Tiger loose.
Meaningful luxury. That's the kind of luxury you'll find in the new Mitsubishi Galant. What is meaningful luxury?
These are a few of my favorite things.
Thoughtful details. Things that people can use. Including 2 things that could prove particularly useful. See the all-new Galant from Mitsubishi.
These are a few of my
The new thinking in automobiles.
On February 21st, 1992, in Albertville,
Kristi Yamaguchi was spun gold. She was the first American woman since her idol, Dorothy Hamill, to win the Olympic crown. Kristi decided not to defend her title, but Nancy Kerrigan, who won the bronze in Albertville, is back.
This car is 18 feet long, weighs over 2 tons, has dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and a sophisticated impact management system. The new Neon also has dual airbags, available anti-lock brakes, and a sophisticated impact management system. The rich, it would appear, do not have it all. Say hello to Neon. $89.75 for starters, $12.5 nicely loaded.
Considering what you go through to put on most jeans, who needs an exercise program? Try Lee, the brand that fits.
About 65 miles south of the nearest stoplight, and 2 miles up in the Rocky Mountain sky, you'll find skier's heaven, also known as Telluride Ski Mountain, where the skiing's perfect and the views are even better. And whether you're going to extremes or just going for a lesson, don't go without your Visa card, because at Telluride Ski Mountain, they'll let you take the plunge, but they won't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
The Energizer battery. It keeps going and...
You gotta love a guy who moves his family to a country home.
I hate being a farmer. It's so uncool.
Right next to a dump?
Mike, I grew up out here, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. Better close the windows, though. It's tire burning day.
Tom, the comedy with a soft heart.
Just tell me that this isn't the worst mistake that we've ever made in our lives, because I really do want to believe that.
And a few rough edges.
You gotta look at things in the positive, Dorothy. We thought our last 3 kids were mistakes. They turned out better than the 2 we wanted.
You gotta love a guy like Tom. Coming March 2nd to CBS.
Many of its plastic parts have been labeled for the day they can be recycled. It's painted with a new technology that reduces factory emissions, and its air conditioning refrigerant won't deplete the ozone. No matter which color neon you choose, we've done our darndest to make it green. Say hello to Neon. $89.75 for starters, $12.5 nicely loaded.
Put Velveeta in, leave the lookalikes out. Mix the salsa in, pop it in and pull it out.
Use some lookalike, who knows what may come out.
With Velveeta there's no doubt. Put Velveeta in, leave the lookalikes out. Mix the salsa in, pop it in and pull it out. Now you got a tasty salsa dip that's really gonna make them shout. Velveeta!
Velveeta cooks better!
That's what it's all about. Velveeta!
Today's tennis whites are tennis brights. But how do you remove stains without taking out the color? Use Color Bright Clorox 2 with special stain lifters to lift stains and brighteners to keep colors looking bright. Clorox 2 Color Safe Bleach, the color specialist.
Watch the birdie. With AT&T's speech recognition,
Go, please.
your customers don't have to push buttons to route 800 calls.
Please hold. We'll connect you.
They just have to talk.
Cool.
One more reason AT&T is the best in the business.
Introducing World Business Class from KLM and Northwest Airlines. More choice in dining, your very own video, and more space to lie back, stretch out, and go to sleep. World Business Class from KLM and Northwest Airlines. It's what in the world you've been waiting for.
They look like any teenage basketball players, right? Look again. These kids are Olympic hopefuls from war-torn Bosnia.
The guy said, can you help get 19 kids and 2 coaches out of a war? I said, sure.
But there's more to their story, much more. Eye on America brings it to you tomorrow on the CBS Evening News.
George C. Scott.
Fire him or support him.
Dan Cortez.
Chris Trapjack, homicide.
2 generations of cop. Thursdays, get set for Traps.
Wednesday night, Bonnie returns. Tomba debuts, and the event the world has been waiting for. Nancy. Tanya. Katerina. World champion Oksana Bayou. European champion Surya Bonaly. The time has come. The ladies take the ice. Wednesday night.